So we're back once again with Booster Pack Friday, and let's hope that this pack has something good inside for us today. Hello and welcome to Life Begins at 20. My name is Mark and thank you so much for joining me in the last Booster Pack Friday for this month. Let's hope that we're going to get something a little bit spicier in this pack than we have in the previous one. So without any further ado, let's crack into the pack and see what we get. So start off with, we've got ourselves Plummet. So again, decent enough sideboard card, instant speed, destroy target flyers, and there's plenty of them, but certainly not pack one pick oneable. Moving on to another pretty good common, Fanatical Firebrand, 1/1 with haste, and you can sacrifice it. It deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Again, a pretty decent card, but not pick oneable, but still a decent pauper card there. Waterknot, on the other hand, is potentially pick oneable. It's decent enough removal. And that's what we kind of want to prioritize here, unless we can find ourselves a massive great bomb. But no, Waterknot here is actually pretty good there. Next up, we've got Divine Verdict. So again, in white, we've got ourselves a bit of removal here. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. I do prefer Waterknot over it, but in a white deck, this is pretty decent. Again, we're moving on to some more removal here. Impale, destroy target creature, sorcery speed, 2 a black and a black. Again, Waterknot is just about my favourite out of the two of them, only because it's a little bit cheaper and it means the opponent's got to use a card to get rid of something, but Impale is still very, very, very good. Finally, we got ourselves a creature, so we've got Sworn Guardian here. 1 and a blue for a 1/3, doesn't really do anything else there, definitely not going to be pick oneable. Next up, we've got Erasca Relic. Again, I do like the card. Ascend is actually pretty easy to get hold of, especially in a limited format, but so many better cards in this pack as of yet so far, so it's not going to be my pick one there for sure. Next up, we've got Sea Legs. So for 1, it's an enchantment aura, flash, enchant creature. It gets a +0/+2 as long as it's a pirate. Otherwise, it gets -2, -0. Again, pretty decent enough card. Not the strongest in the pack by any stretch of the imagination, but potentially, you know, a 22nd, 23rd pick if you're a pirate deck. Next up, we've got Jadecraft Artisan. So for 3 and a green, you've got yourselves a 3/3, and target creature, when this enters the battlefield, gets +2/+2 till the end of turn. Decent enough, but again, nowhere near strong enough in this pack. I do like Relentless Raptor. I actually really do like this card. 3/3 with Vigilance. It has to attack or block each combat if available. And, you know, unless your opponent's got something that way to deal with this, you're just going to be swinging in for some decent damage. I mean, a 3/3 with Vigilance, even with that downside for a white and a red, is a very good value. Next up, we've got Needletooth Raptor. Again, I do like this card as well. The enrage mechanic is pretty decent in Spell Dinosaurs. So for 3 and a red, you've got yourself a 2/2, and whenever it's dealt damage, it deals 5 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Nice bait of dealing some removal there. Great for, you know, stopping your opponent swinging in, because you can have this as a chump block to kill off a bigger creature as well. I do quite like this card, and if you've managed to get a card that enables enrage or dealing 1 damage to your own creature, yep, happy to ping this and kill off an opponent's creature as well. So I really do like Needletooth Raptor. And then the last uncommon we've got is Swiftbourne. So for 1 and 2 green, you've got a 3/3 with flash, and when it enters the battlefield, target merfolk you control gains hexproof until the end of turn. Nice way to protect one of your other creatures, especially if it's a more powerful one. Even if you just have it as a flash creature, as like a little bit of a blocker as well, that's still pretty decent. Not the strongest in the pack, but if you're going merfolk, it is a good option. And our rare is Mastermind's Acquisition. So for 2 and 2 black, search your library for a card and put it into your hand and shuffle your library. Or choose a card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. Not the strongest. It's got quite fun, janky style to it, and there has been some rather amusing decks come from having this card, but it's nowhere near the strongest card in this pack. It's not one I would be putting into one of my limited decks anyway. And we've got ourselves another foil. That's 4 packs and 4 foils we've managed to get in this Booster Pack Friday thing so far. So we've got a 1 and a green. It's a 2/1. It can't be blocked with creatures with power 2 or less. So not the strongest. There's definitely better things in this pack, but it's quite nice to have 4 foils in 4 packs. So for me, that was a really difficult choice to make because there were some great pieces of removal and cards in here as well, but I'm going to have to go with the Impale. I just think that the unconditional nature of being able to destroy any target creature is so good. Yes, the Water Knot would have been up there as probably my second pick, and then Needletooth Raptor after that, because I really do like that card. But no, for me, Impale was the #1 pick. It means that you can kill anything off. Yes, sorcery speed isn't fantastic, but in limited, it is actually going to be of some use. You're also then going to be able to cut black from the pack because Mastermind's Acquisition is, it's a pretty average card at best. So it just means that your opponent that you're passing to knows that black is not going to be there. They're going to then pick other colours, which means that on the way back, you then be able to have some more black cards as well. So hopefully that'll mean that, you know, as your deck progresses, you're going to end up getting some better black cards as well. And that for me is probably the reason why I picked that. Plus, if you then end up going into either pirates or vampires, you've still got yourself a really good piece of removal there. So there we have my #1 pick from this pack, and there were so many great options there. I do like Impale just because cutting black was the reason why over Water Knot, which I ended up picking it. But there were so many great cards in that pack that I would really be interested to find out what your pick one would have been in the comment section below. You know, or would you have preferred to go on Water Knot, Divine Verdict to go white? Would you have preferred to go on Needletooth Raptor to be able to go dinosaurs? Nice bit of removal on the top there, and it just stops attacks coming in. I would really love to know, because this, you know, this pack was actually quite a difficult one to end up choosing what it is you actually wanted to do. So please do that for me now. And as I said in the beginning of this series, for my patrons, all of the Booster Pack Friday packs that have opened up in this month is going to be given away to one lucky patron, and the winner of that giveaway is... So congratulations, Spidey, for winning this prize. If you could just send me an email, direct message, or send me a message over Patreon as well, and we can sort out getting these cards sent out to you. And thank you also to all of the other patrons that are helping to actually help this channel by supporting the content, because it does mean an absolute world to me. So thank you all so much for watching. Definitely let me know in the comment section below which card you would have picked, and I'll see you in the next video. I would just like to take this moment to thank my Patreons of the channel. I can't thank you enough for the help and support that you're giving me. If you'd like to do the same, head over to patreon.com/lifebegins@20, and there'll be a link in the description below for that as well. With your support, we can really help this channel to grow. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.